It's wonderful to be here, and I want to recognize two of my colleagues from the City Council here, Majority Leader Terry Hassett, Councilor John Lombardi, Leader Hassett. Thank you, Mark, for your great leadership. This is a very exciting day, and the Apeiron Institute has been a really important partner in the efforts in this city and in our state, really, to encourage economic and environmental sustainability while at the same time expanding economic opportunity for residents of our city and of our state. And I was mentioning to Mark before we began this event today that I'm in the middle of reading Tom Friedman's Hot, Flat, and Crowded book. And anyone who doesn't think that this is urgent work, that the future survival of our planet and of our country is dependent on our ability to build sustainable businesses and sustainable communities, and that our key to growing our economy, to surviving as a great economic power, is directly dependent on our ability to be a leader in the development of renewable energy and sustainability and sustainable design. So it's not only a moral imperative, it's not only an imperative in terms of our survival and the survival of our planet, but it's really the key to the economic future of this city, our state, and this country, and frankly to our world. So the Apeiron Institute has been a great partner in this with the City of Providence. I want to acknowledge the two people from my office, Matt Stark, who I know is here, who's really leading this work for me, and Matt Sasurian, who I don't know if he is here. Okay, good. Well, you shouldn't have two people here anyway. But they work on this every day, along obviously with Elise Ogden and Bob Ritchie and Workforce and in the City Operations Department. And as Mark mentioned, we started the kind of city's approach to this with the development of Greenprint Providence. We developed a comprehensive plan for the city, which has, for the first time in the history of the city, a sustainable part of the plan that actually builds on and requires sustainability as we think about land use and planning and design. We've worked obviously with Building Futures and Capco and the Steel Yard and other partners to really strengthen sustainability and sustainability as it relates to the workforce. We are, as part of an Operation Opportunity Initiative, have now requiring LEED certified buildings for municipal office buildings as part of an executive order I signed. We've purchased renewable energy credits. The city is buying energy efficient vehicles, and despite some controversy, I'm proud to report we've already doubled the city's recycling rate. And we can do better. We're going to do more, but we're saving money, protecting our environment, and doing what we need to do to help protect our planet. And so we understand this, and that's why when the Apeiron Institute developed the idea of a business network, I was incredibly excited to be here, because one of the things that we have to do is continue to bring businesses here and help existing businesses figure out how they become more sustainable in their operations, to really build their bottom line. We've also focused particularly on the promenade area, which we're referring to as the Green Corridor, and Bill is owed a lot of credit for this. We'll be beginning to bring a critical mass of green companies, sustainable companies to Providence, from United Natural Foods to Altiris to Ecolette and many others that are starting now to develop a critical mass in that region of the city. We want to become, one of the cities that is known for not only understanding sustainability, having it deeply embedded in our work, but being a place where people who care about this work are coming, because as Mark mentioned, people like to be together who are in the same kind of industry. This Sustainable Business Network will obviously serve as a clearinghouse for sustainable policies and real-time application. We'll assist members through the building permitting process, as an example, to get through these processes. It will help members increase their bottom line through the implementation of sustainable and energy-efficient practices and technology, which is good for businesses, good to allow them to profit more and grow more. It will allow us to maximize our investment in green job development by ensuring that the job training programs meet the needs of local businesses, and Mark already talked about that, and to ensure that there's a place for participants in the job training to go into employment once they complete it. And Mark mentioned we'll have the residential auditing, energy auditing training program this spring, and the network and the work of the network will inform that program and make it more likely to pick up the workforce. So this is a very exciting announcement. It is one part of, I hope, what will be an ongoing and continued effort of the City of Providence to really distinguish ourselves as a city that understands the economic imperative, the moral imperative, the environmental imperative of being a national leader in the green economy. And we wouldn't be able to do it without great places like the Apeiron Institute and now new additions like Tomas Avila and the network. So congratulations, everybody.